Welcome to our channel, where today we're diving into the captivating world of coin collecting and the incredible stories that lie behind some of the rarest currency in existence. So, buckle up and prepare yourself for a thrilling exploration of an extraordinary coin, the 1989 1-cent coin that has astoundingly been valued at a staggering $78 million due to a series of rare errors and mistakes that make it a true treasure among collectors and enthusiasts alike. While most of us might casually toss a penny into our pockets, little do we realize that some of these seemingly mundane coins can hold immense value. In fact, this particular 1989 1-cent coin represents a fascinating saga of misprints, accidental modifications, and serendipity that has led it to become one of the most sought-after pieces of currency in the world. Let's dive deeper into the intricacies that contribute to its astronomical value, a value so significant that it often sounds like a fanciful tale rather than a validated transaction price in the coin collecting community. The first aspect that makes this coin so valuable revolves around the concept of rarity. Coins are typically assessed based on the principles of supply and demand, and in the realm of numismatics, few things generate interest more than items that deviate from the norm. In the case of the 1989 1-cent coin, there are several key errors that stand out. During the minting process, a specific group of coins was struck with an unusual overproduction of copper, creating a unique variant of the penny that is different from the standard coinage issued that year. Such discrepancies often lead to mistakes, and even a minor variation in the production process can lead to significant financial implications, especially in a world where collectors are willing to pay top dollar for anomalies. In this case, the rarity of the 1989 1-cent coin is significantly heightened by the presence of additional errors, including notable minting defects such as double strikes, off-center strikes, erroneous inscriptions, and misaligned dies. These imperfections, while initially considered flaws, contribute to a coin's uniqueness and can elevate its worth dramatically. When we look at the concept of double striking, it's worth mentioning that this occurs when a coin is struck by a die more than once during the minting process, which can lead the imagery on the coin to overlap or appear imprecise. Collectors often seek out such coins because they showcase a tangible piece of history, often telling a story of human error that makes them all the more precious. In fact, a double-struck penny, much like the coveted 1989 1-cent coin, is highly desirable, with collectors willing to pay substantial premiums for such pieces. Now imagine how captivating it would be to own a coin with such an extraordinary background, knowing that it represents a misstep in a vastly intricate process of coin production. This unique feature, compounded by its status as a one-off production error, catapults the value of the coin into an entirely different stratosphere. Another error that contributes to the staggering valuation of the 1989 1-cent coin is the phenomenon of off-center strikes. In numismatic terms, when a coin is minted but slightly out of alignment with the die, it results in not only a quirky visual appearance but also a rare collectible item that can fetch high prices at auctions. Coins struck off-center are considered highly desirable due to the visual appeal that their errors impart, creating unique patterns and features that standard coins do not possess. Think about the intrigue of possessing a piece of currency that, through a minor mistake, has become a one-of-a-kind item sought after by dedicated collectors who are willing to pay substantial sums to own a striking example of what can occur during the minting process. Furthermore, there are always discussions around the idea of value being determined by condition. This theory applies directly to the 1989 1-cent coin as well. The state of preservation significantly impacts the valuation of coins, with graded pieces fetching exponentially higher prices than those that are worn or tarnished. The most sought-after coins are those that have been well preserved and graded by reputable coin grading services, often resulting in their values skyrocketing as more collectors aim to get their hands on top-tier examples of desirable mint errors. Thus, if the 1989 1-cent coin is in near mint or mint condition, an affirmation of its unblemished state could add thousands, if not millions, to its perceived worth. After all, even a small blemish can have a profound effect on a collector's willingness to pay for a coin, something that is acutely recognized within numismatic circles. It brings to light the importance of maintaining coins in pristine condition if one hopes to preserve their value over time, especially in a market that continuously fluctuates based on demand and rarity. Diving deeper into the market dynamics, we can't ignore the fact that the allure of rarity and the ever-increasing enthusiasm for coin collecting can lead to heated bidding wars at auctions. This competitive environment drives prices ever higher for sought-after pieces, creating an atmosphere of scarcity around the coins that stand apart from everyday circulation. When collectors find themselves engaged in these bidding battles, they are often propelled by the emotional connection that coins can foster, as well as the desire to showcase unique pieces of history within their collections. This fervor can easily blur the lines of rationality during bidding wars, allowing prices to reach extraordinary limits, potentially explaining how a seemingly modest 1-cent coin could be valued at an eye-popping $78 million. As we reflect on the aspects that make the 1989 1-cent coin so valuable, it's essential to recognize the impact that storytelling has on the world of collecting. Coins like the 1989 1-cent carry a unique narrative that appeals to collectors and enthusiasts alike, creating a palpable sense of excitement around the idea of owning a coin that holds historical significance. Stories of coins with eras trigger curiosity and intrigue, prompting collectors to delve deeper into their research and honing their ability to discern valuable specimens from the everyday. Additionally, the stories behind individual coins can elevate their worth in a collector's eye, as they become not just currency but artifacts of human history, markers of innovation, error, and the ongoing evolution of currency. The journey of the 1989 1-cent coin from an everyday piece of change to a prized collectible is a testament to the extraordinary nature of numismatics. Yet, there's also an unprecedented surge in interest surrounding such coins as more individuals become fascinated by coin collecting, sharing their journeys online, and creating vibrant communities devoted to exploring these hidden gems of the monetary world. The rise of digital platforms and online marketplaces has made it increasingly accessible for individuals to buy, sell, and trade collectibles, fostering an environment where previously unknown coins can be discovered and brought to light. The sheer volume of resources available at the fingertips of collectors has fueled enhanced knowledge about errors and the value they can present. There's little doubt that the buzz surrounding the 1989 1-cent coin has grown tenfold, turning it into a coveted centerpiece for many collections, not only due to its rarity but also due to the tales it tells of the minting process, human error, and the passionate community of collectors that continue to fuel its legacy. As we contemplate these elements, it becomes glaringly clear how a simple 1-cent coin can transcend its face value, transforming itself into a touchstone of fascination, history, and monetary intrigue, and this coin exemplifies the emotional connection that individuals can have with objects that hold stories. In contemplating the future of such coins, one can't help but wonder what will happen as more collectors enter the field, seeking their fortunes in bits of currency long overlooked. Is it possible that the 1989 1-cent coin's value will skyrocket even further as it gains more recognition and demand? Or perhaps there will be a limit to its frenzy as the market saturates with more individuals searching for and unearthing similar errors in their own collections. Whatever the outcome, it is undeniable that the stories, history, and mystique surrounding the 1989 1-cent coin will continue to shape its narrative in the coin collecting community, eternally captivating those who recognize the profound significance behind currency that, at face value, holds little more than a penny yet can bring forth the hopes of collectors. A symbol of both monetary evolution and the endless pursuit of treasure within the confines of our very own pockets. As we wrap up today's fascinating exploration, it's clear that the story of the 1989 1-cent coin is not just about its monetary value but encompasses a much larger narrative about human experience, the errors we make, and the unexpected outcomes that stem from those errors. So, the next time you reach for change, remember that the value of an object might go far beyond what it appears to be, drawing us into an intricate world of history, passion, and discovery. Thank you for joining us today on this exploration of currency that transcends its value. We hope you've enjoyed this journey and look forward to sharing more captivating stories with you in future episodes. Keep searching through those coins. Who knows what hidden treasures you might find? Next today we are incredibly excited to unravel the captivating story behind the 1975 1-cent coin, which stands out as one of the most remarkable and valuable coins due to a series of extraordinary errors that some collectors believe could be worth as much as $46 million. An astonishing figure that highlights not only the intricacies of coin production but also the broader appeal of numismatics as a fascinating field of interest for many. The 1975 penny may at first glance appear like any other ordinary 1-cent coin that might turn up in your pocket or your change jar, but its true value lies in the errors that were made during the minting process at the Denver Mint, which serves as the backdrop of our story. To understand why this perceived ordinary penny has garnered such a significant following, we must first delve into the circumstances under which it was produced. During the mid-1970s, America was facing a variety of economic challenges, including rising inflation and a political environment that was tumultuous, which affected the manufacturing and distribution of currency. The Denver Mint was working tirelessly to produce sufficient quantities of pennies to meet the rising demands, and in the rush to mint billions of coins, errors and anomalies began to occur, creating a unique scenario where a small number of 1975 1-cent coins came into circulation displaying critical mistakes. The phenomenon of mint errors, while relatively common, can result in extreme variances in value, depending on the types of mistakes and their rarity. In the case of the 1975 penny, one of the most significant errors that have contributed to its estimated value of $46 million is the double die error, which occurs when the die used to strike the coins misaligns and strikes a coin multiple times, thereby causing images and inscriptions to appear doubled or offset. In terms of the 1975 1 cent, this manifests prominently with the date 1975 appearing remarkably doubled, which is indicative of a significant minting error that piques the interest of collectors. While it is crucial to understand how rare the coin is, given that only a select few coins are known to exhibit such a pronounced double die error, it's also equally essential to recognize the journey and historical context that define it. The fact that few specimens of this particular error made their way into the public sphere adds to the coin's desirability, further heightened by collectors' enthusiasm for unique and historically significant pieces. But this is not the only error that the 1975 1-cent coin is notorious for, which also demonstrates how minting processes can go awry. In addition to double die issues, the coin is often linked to striking errors wherein coins were minted with insufficient metal, resulting in irregular shapes or poor imprint quality. These variations can include missing details where elements like the Liberty inscription, or even parts of Abraham Lincoln's portrait are incomplete or poorly defined, adding to the eclectic nature of the individual coins and further elevating their interest on the market. The aesthetic appeal and rarity of these errors do not solely define their value. The story behind how these coins managed to escape into circulation brings an added layer of intrigue. Taking into account the passion exhibited by collectors and the historical narrative surrounding the coin shifts focus to how individual owners and numismatists approach their collections, the 1975 1-cent coin embodies an exemplar of modern numismatic discovery, as it prompts discussions about the coin's place within the broader context of collectibles. As with almost all rare coins, their path through history is a captivating journey in itself. As these coins change hands over the years, the narratives surrounding them further compound their worth. Indeed, tales of how the coins were discovered or passed down those lucky enough to own them often magnifies their appeal, generating interest and pricing premiums. When considering the minting process, it is of interest to note the rigorous quality control measures that mint facilities were meant to adhere to, and so the fact that any coins were produced with such pronounced errors invites a myriad of questions about quality assurance and attention to detail within the production cycle of the mint, especially given the necessary constraints and pressures of mass production. This combination of economic factors, minting errors, and the allure of rarity has transformed the narrative surrounding the 1975 1-cent coin into one of opportunity and excitement, leading many to seek this extraordinary piece for their collections. The coin stands as a testament not only to the art of minting but also to the human element inherent in creating currency. As the economic atmosphere during the 1970s added complexity to the concept of value, with inflation rising and changing consumer habits, knowing that a simple 1-cent piece could morph into a high-value collectible offers a degree of hope for many collectors and investors. The appeal of rare coins extends beyond mere financial gain. For many, the thrill lies in the hunt itself and the stories behind the pieces. What started as mass production soon evolved into a fascination with individual coins and the quirky errors that make them remarkable. Given the excitement surrounding such coins, the rarity of the 1975 D1 cent has ignited a frenzied interest among numismatists. However, it is important to exercise due diligence and remain informed about the market fluctuations, as collector interest can rise or fall based on various factors, including economy, social interest in collectibles, and exposure to the public via auctions, trade shows, or online platforms. With every coin that is auctioned or sold, the established price is often scrutinized and dissected by investors and collectors alike. Providing an unpredictable yet exhilarating atmosphere in the world of coin collecting, this delicate balance of art, economics, and individual stories contributes to the broader collector's market and ultimately informs valuations of rare coins like the 1975 D1 cent, meaning that much like the economy itself, the numismatic market is fraught with possibilities and uncertainties. The journey to discover valuable coins like the 1975 D penny serves as a reminder of the human connections we forge through our hobbies, as the community of collectors becomes an intricate tapestry woven from shared discoveries, trading stories, and the thrill of unearthing hidden treasures that once held little value to the broader public. Engaging in such shared enthusiasm is a crucial element fueling the marketplace as passionate individuals band together, recommending various techniques, tips, and insights for identifying potential marvels amongst the general populace. Paved in this groundwork of knowledge is the progression of new collectors eager to start their own journeys, whether one is looking to invest significantly or develop a collection filled with historical significance. The 1975 D1 cent stands as an emblem of what can be achieved in the captivating landscape of coin collecting. Fully recognizing the coin's significance elevates the broader understanding of how historical moments intertwine with the treasures of our past, encouraging an appreciation for the stories behind the currency that so often goes unexamined. For many enthusiasts, numismatics invites us to reflect on the past in a tangible way. Each coin serves as a microcosm of history, connecting previous generations to contemporary collectors who ardently seek to preserve these pieces for future enjoyment. And the narrative of the 1975 D penny encapsulates this philosophy in its very essence by embracing both the excitement of discovering remarkable errors and the sense of camaraderie that exists within the numismatic community. The lore surrounding rare coins, especially those with unique characteristics, influences how they are viewed over time. Thus, coin manufacturers and collectors alike continually reflect on past production methodologies to foster a better understanding of current practices, ensuring that errors and innovations coexist in a balanced relationship. Beyond collecting, the values assigned to coins have ramifications on broader economic principles, such as precious metals markets, currency valuation, and even the psychological aspects tied to monetary systems. The exploration of the economic landscape during the 1970s offers an example of how such coins can act as barometers for larger national trends, thus shedding light on the socio-political dynamics that contribute to many coins' value, particularly relevant in our consideration of rare pieces like the 1975 D1 cent coin. Even as changed interests influence how the market evolves over time, the stories behind each coin remain interwoven with moments of history, reminding us that every penny, despite its face value, has the potential to serve as a vessel of storytelling that resonates within our collective consciousness. Thus, marrying history to economics in a fascinating way, the population of collectors continues to grow and diversify, enabling new avenues for exploration and connection through this enriching pursuit. The narrative surrounding the 1975 D1 cent serves as a luminous touchstone, illuminating not only the coins themselves but the principles of human endeavor, economic learning, and cultural exchange that breathe life into the understanding of value. The possibilities of what one can find through diligent searching and careful observation of our coins elevate the spirits of many, as they continue to uncover the hidden stories locked within each piece, waiting to resonate beyond the notion of currency and emerge as cherished artifacts representative of the ebbs and flows of economic life. The journey through the world of coin collecting has often been seen as one that inspires curiosity, determination, and perhaps a bit of nostalgia. The simplicity of a 1-cent coin can hide a world of complexity, as such coins become bridges to a broader understanding of both the past and the future, where the legacy of the 1975 1-cent coin exists as a remarkable representation of opportunity. It's a reminder for collectors to explore and engage with the rich tapestry of history that informs every error and wise investment made in the pursuit of their passions. As our exploration draws to a close, we hope that the intrigue surrounding this extraordinary coin has inspired not only a deeper appreciation of numismatics but also an understanding of how stories steeped in history, human error, and economic ramifications intertwine to give rise to a collectible that isn't merely about monetary value, but a testament to the creativity and intricacy of our currency system, reflecting back to us the values we hold regarding history, profit, and shared experiences. Thank you for joining us on this remarkable journey today. We encourage you to pause, look into your wallets, and appreciate that within the seemingly ordinary lies a wealth of possibility just waiting to be discovered. Last today, we're diving deep into a coin that has captured the attention of numismatists and collectors alike. The 2001 1-cent coin that has been valued at an astonishing $31 million. At first glance, you might think that this humble penny isn't worth much more than its face value, but as we uncover the layers of complexity, errors, and unique circumstances that surround this particular coin, you'll begin to understand why it has become the center of attention in the coin collecting community and a symbol of rarity and error in the world of numismatics. In 2001, during the United States Mint produced a standard 1-cent coin meant to serve as circulating currency, but unbeknownst to the Mint at the time, a small number of these coins would emerge with glaring errors that would make them extremely sought after. On the production line, a mix-up occurred, leading to the creation of the 2001 1-cent coins that bore the infamous D Mint mark from the Denver Mint. But what makes this variety of 1-cent coins so exceptional are the mistakes that grace its surface. One of the most significant errors identified on this particular coin is the absence of the usual Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, which is standard for pennies produced during that era. Instead of the memorial, the coin features what appears to be a blank, which is an extraordinary occurrence, as striking errors of this magnitude are quite rare. The rarity of missing design elements on coins significantly increases their overall value, elevating it beyond what you would typically expect for a penny. Another noteworthy error associated with this remarkable penny is the existence of a double die, which occurs when there is a misalignment during the minting process, leading to a noticeable doubling effect on the text and design elements. Such doubling can enhance the coin's visual appeal, making it not only a collector's item but also a coveted piece of art in its own right. Collectors often seek out such double die coins, as they symbolize not just rarity, but also craftsmanship gone awry, leading to a more profound appreciation for the processes behind coin production. The combination of these errors creates a narrative that collectors find irresistible. It's a story of imperfection and luck that transforms this ordinary coin into an extraordinary treasure. Imagine stumbling upon a rare lottery ticket that had been printed incorrectly. That thrilling moment where you discover an error that could change your financial destiny forever mirrors the excitement of finding a 2001 1-cent coin with its errors intact. The hunt for such valuable coins has created a dynamic marketplace where collectors are willing to pay exorbitant prices for the chance to own a piece of numismatic history. The allure of error coins, including the 2001 penny, raises intriguing questions about the nature of value in the collecting world. While numismatic dealers and auction houses often set values based on rarity, condition, and demand, the emotional connection that collectors have to their pieces significantly influences pricing as well. The 2001 1-cent coin's remarkable ascent to a $31 million valuation is not merely a function of its errors but also a reflection of the passion and dedication of the collector community. The narrative behind this coin extends beyond just the surface. It delves into the history of the mint and the pressures they face to produce coins at a rapid pace while maintaining quality. In an effort to meet the public's demand for lower denomination coins, mistakes like those found on the 2001 penny occasionally slip through the cracks, ultimately creating unique pieces that offer a glimpse into the world of American coinage. How many coins similar to this exist remains a topic of discussion and speculation. The rarity of the 2001 penny can not only be attributed to its physical errors but also to the limited quantity that was ever minted. Coin collectors often emphasize the importance of mintage numbers when discussing a coin's value, and in this case, the limited supply coupled with the staggering demand has led to skyrocketing prices in the auction market. Additionally, the publicity surrounding this specific penny has amplified its desirability, with many channels, podcasts, and articles eagerly discussing this coin's sheer rarity and value. It continues to fuel interest and enthusiasm among collectors, further inflating its price. Should one of these coins become available on the market, you can bet that the competitive bidding would be fierce, possibly taking the final sale price far past the previous figures. In the thrilling world of coin collecting, stories like that of the 2001 1-cent coin serve as both a cautionary tale and an encouragement for collectors to remain vigilant and inquisitive. Every penny has the potential to harbor untold treasures, and every hunt can lead one to surprising financial rewards if one knows where to look and understands what to seek. The coin market is often unpredictable, and while today we might highlight one extraordinary penny, tomorrow could usher in the discovery of multiple coins with similar misprints or flaws that might shift the scales of value. It illuminates the beauty of this hobby. It encourages us to appreciate the intricate processes behind each coin, the historical significance they carry, and the narratives that unfold as collectors embark on their journeys to find and preserve these small pieces of history. Furthermore, the phenomenon of error coins, like the 2001 penny, touches upon the very human inclination to find value in the unexpected. We often seek out the unique, the rare, and the imperfect in our lives, and when we transfer that fascination to collectibles, it adds a layer of excitement to the pursuit. Each coin tells a story of the people who used it, the processes it underwent, and the collectors who cherished it. This passionate quest for coins is indicative of our desire to connect with the past and to seek out pieces that resonate not just with our wallets but also with our histories and experiences. As we dissect the significance of the 2001 1-cent coin, we not only elevate our understanding of coins but also model our sensibilities about what it means to find worth in the snagged seams and irregularities of life itself. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a newcomer intrigued by the world of error coins, fostering an appreciation for such pieces can undoubtedly enrich your experience. The thrill associated with discovering a unique or valuable coin, especially those featuring production errors, creates a bridge between economic value and sentimental attachment. As we wrap up today's deep dive into the remarkable 2001 1-cent coin, remember that the coin collecting community thrives on stories like these. Every individual's journey is filled with excitement, curiosity, and a sense of discovery, demonstrating how our perceptions of value can shift dramatically with the understanding of rarity, craftsmanship, and even the personal stories we intertwine with these coins. So, whether you reach into your pocket to pull out a penny or arrive at a numismatic auction, consider the tales that lie in even the smallest coins and the wealth of knowledge and passion they can unlock. We hope this exploration has sparked your curiosity and encouraged you to look a little closer when handling change or browsing through coin collections. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories from the world of numismatics, as we continue to unveil the stunning treasures that await discovery in the realm of coins, their history, and the passionate collectors who preserve their legacies.